Right.
And I kept saying to myself, but where did that man come from?
Mm-hmm.
He is a blessing.
Thank you.
And everyone I hear from now on, when they get into trouble, they tell me their trouble, I advise them, why don't you call Dr. Meltzer? He's on WOR. He is great.
Right.
He'll solve your problem, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here I am. I'm telling you a story which something happened to me, which I would like to alert the senior citizens, that the con artists that are out. I was almost taken over.
What happened?
It's such a story, Dr. Meltzer, you would not believe it, because I knew that they were pulling my leg, but I went along to the very end, but it's too much of a long story. Well, I was walking on the avenue, and I hear someone calling me, Miss. So I said, gee, who's calling me? So I turned around, and this woman is rushing up to me and says, that lady up the block wants to talk to you. I said, what does she want to talk about? She says, I don't know. She said, I don't know the lady. So we both walked up to the girl. They were two young girls. And she says to me...
Now, that's where you watch it, sweetheart.
Yes.
Oh, that's where you watch it, darling.
Did you lose this?
Because I want to just stop you from... They work in teams. That's what you have to watch it.
Yes.
Not only do you have to watch it from what they're trying to pull on you, but I want to warn my radio family. There's another trick they use.
Oh, really?
While one is talking to you, the other one picks your wallet.
Oh, my God.
This is the other trick. They work in teams, darling.
I see. No, I didn't experience that yet. But
I'm warning my radio family, when two young ladies stop you and want to talk to you, you just keep walking, because they're up to no good.
And you know what got me, Dr. Meltzer, was that, sometimes you do stupid things and you're unaware of it.
Right.
And after a while, I told some of my friends, I even spoke at the senior citizen about it. Do you know, my husband says to me, do you want to talk to them? They're all going to say you're stupid and you're dumb. I said, I don't care what they're going to say, but I want to alert these people.
That is right.
I said, they worked hard for their money, and then somebody's just coming along and make it easy for them. And so what got me with Dr. Meltzer was that she didn't know what to do after she opened the wallet. I said, why don't you open it and see if there's an address and mail it to them or drop it in the mailbox.
What you should have said, my radio family, right now, next time you run into that, you will say, good, you tell me there's $100 in the wallet or $1,000 in the wallet.
There's a lot of money.
Whatever is in there. You say, good. You say, okay, let's you and I take half. You take half and I take half. And let me have my half right now. I mean... Yes, you're right. And do you think there was any money in the wallet that would talk to you, honey?
Well, when I saw that money, she wouldn't let it leave her hand. I kept pulling it. I said, well, let me see it. So she says, no, she says. I said, well, let's take it to the police station. So she says, I don't know where there's a police station around here. I said, I'll take you. So with that, she says to me, but I don't have a car. I says, I don't have a car, but I had a car. I wasn't going to bring it to my house.
No.
I says, I don't...
No, what you should have said, but can I also warn you?
Yes.
Pardon me for interrupting.
Yes.
Let's go to the phone and call the police.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you should have said.
But you know what got them after? They knew I got wise to them. I said to her, because there were two, because I got into the car, because we were going to go to the police station. Once I got into the car, I said, why don't you open that again? There must be...
Well, honey, you did a dangerous thing, darling.
I know.
When you got in the car, they could have beaten you up, They could have stabbed you, they could have assaulted you.
Yes.
This is what they do, honey. So don't go near them. Never this happen. Pardon me for getting so enthusiastic about it, because I saw this happen on Saturday.
Oh, my.
Right here on Times Square.
Oh, wow.
Right here on Times Square on Broadway.
Really?
And I just watched this. Two young ladies like that. They walk up to a man, and one starts propositioning him.
Oh.
And the other one, while he's talking to her, comes around and reaches in his pocket and cuts out his wallet, with a knife.
Oh.
And runs away.
Can you imagine that?
And so I see.
But this is the punchline I have to tell you. When she opened it up the second time, that we were in the car, she opens it, she comes out with a big card, and in the card was written the following words, but in big print, so that it was the senior citizens were able to see this.
Yeah.
And I could see it because I didn't have my eyeglasses. So I said, you read it, and it said more or less like he made a good hit at the races. And also, would you kindly deposit this money in the Swiss bank? And he paid so much off to somebody. I'm not mentioning names. So I says, oh my goodness, I says, that must be counterfeit, or I said, it must be illegal money. I said, let's take it to the police station. Then she had a change of heart that she was going to speak to, she was supposedly have worked in a bank. Oh, I said, I said, you girls are pulling my leg. I said, I think something is going on that's not right, I said, I can't believe this is happening. This is like a show on TV. So they looked at one another, and then when they saw that I got wise, I said, I think I've had enough of this.
Honey, I'll tell you one thing, sweetheart. This is not like a show on TV.
Oh, my God.
Because you're dealing with animals.
Oh.
You are dealing with people who were raised never to respect anything. They have no family life. They had no parents to respect, honey.
But Dr.
So therefore, you're dealing with people who will cut you to pieces, honey.
Dr. Meltzer, if you would have seen how sweet the one girl was, so
no,
beautiful.
Darling. I agree. I disagree on that, darling. They'll cut you to pieces.
Yes.
Don't be taken in on that.
Yes.
They'll hit you over the head. They'll break your teeth. They'll break your jaw.
My God.
Honey, they have no compassion. They're not human beings, honey.
I was lucky.
You are?
God was with me.
Thank you, darling.
Listen, Doctor, I want to tell you that someone gave you a compliment today on another program.
What's that?
I don't know if I should mention his name. John Scheuer.
Well, John's a very nice fellow, yeah.
He was talking to someone, and someone gave him a big compliment and says, oh, you're so smart, Mr. Scheuer. Oh, no, I'm not. And she kept saying, yes, you are. He said, well, I get a lot of information, but I'm not that smart, but I get it from Dr. Meltzer, and he mentioned some other people. I have to tell him that.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Do you think I can have 2
Oh, yes.
please?
Yep.
Thank you very
much. But next time,
yes.
Please watch out. Don't go near him.
No. And
Thank
I hope you are all alerted on this.
Thank you. Bye-bye.